Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Vinicius Mateus speaking, and today I'm bringing another video here to the VMGAMEDROID channel, guys. Well, guys, in this video, I'm bringing you the new RPCSX, our new, so-called new PlayStation 3 emulator for Android, which basically is, guys, the RPCS3, which changed its name, still has the same developers, still has the same settings, but we've had changes regarding the name, the logo, and the repository. Alright, basically, I didn't really understand it very well, but I think it was a method from DH, kind of separating from RPCS3 and creating something exclusive around Android, around the PlayStation 3 emulator for mobile. That's it, guys. That's basically it. RPCS3 changed its name here, and version 6 was released, right? Alpha 6 of RPCS3, last was Alpha 7. I'll also be leaving it for you here in the pinned comment as well. But guys, RPCSX is out now, and there are already a few versions, okay? This one is the pre-alpha 105, and today I'm going to be testing it here with you and showing everything that's new, everything that's been added. Some options that were added in the latest alphas of RPCS3 are already present here, so we're going to check them out in detail. Alright, go ahead and leave your like, it's really important. If this is your first time here on the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications so you don't miss any more videos. Alright guys, thank you. Check out our playlist about RPCS3, okay? I'll keep RPCS3 and RPCSX since it was renamed. You'll get a full playlist with gameplay, installation, setup, and more. Alright guys, in this new version we have some additions here, but it's still the same process for you to add the games, okay? Add the PlayStation 3 firmware here. I'll also leave everything for you guys in the pinned comment, all set. Here you can edit the controller. Guys, look, we can edit the controller, move our controller wherever we want, and do the whole editing process here. You can increase the scale of the buttons, decrease it, increase the opacity, so it turned out really cool, okay? This little button was also added here, which lets you perform some actions during your game, like save, state, and so on. But I noticed that on my phone, at least these options are still buggy here, alright guys? It already works with a gamepad controller via Bluetooth. It doesn't have to be a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 3 controller, okay? It works with whatever gamepad you have, Bluetooth or Type-C. I have this gamepad here that I'll be testing with you guys as well. There are also many new features in the settings, guys. In the GPU driver section, for those of you who have a phone with Snapdragon and the Adreno GPU, we have the options that were already there, like adding custom drivers. However, you can download it directly here through the app itself, okay? Just press OK here, press here. Then it will show all the drivers available for download here, so you can download and test them on your phone. That's it, guys. I downloaded some really cool drivers here, check it out. I'm using Mesa Turnip 250, which is a driver that worked really well here on the Snapdragon 8G-3. I liked it a lot. And here, guys, these are the settings I'm using. I'll show you everything in detail. In core, I switched the picture processing unit decoder to interpreter static for faster game loading. But there are games where you'll need low-level virtual machine here, the recompiler, to be able to open your game. Alright, what I actually changed is here in video. I go here to Vulkan, then to the custom driver option, and I set it to turbo mod. Done, this option is now active. Going back here to video, guys. I also changed the shader precision here, okay? Yours will come as height, but I set it to LOL, alright guys? And here are these settings that help fix some bugs like white screen glitches, right? White color buffers and red color buffers, alright? I enabled these two options, and I also turned on VSync here. Street to display area, right? Standard, you already know, to make it full screen here, really cool. And that's basically it. Other than that, I don't change anything. However, on yours, guys, enable frame skip will probably be on. Basically, this is a frame skip, so if it's enabled on yours, turn it off because this option isn't very good, okay? And basically, that's all I changed, guys. Here in video, look Verlay, you can activate and enable it here if you want, just the frames per second, just set it to minimal, and it will only show the frames per second there on the screen. I left it as default here, so these are my settings. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and test it out right from the start, our dear God of War 3. Alright, let's go for it. You can use the on-screen controls, but I'll use our gamepad controller. Alright guys. And starting here, our God of War 3 is really awesome, running at about 24 to 17 frames per second. It varies a lot, but just look at the quality. It's really loud, man. Let me turn the volume down a bit here. Let's check it out, guys. Let's go for it, everyone. Look, man. I noticed an improvement compared to the last versions. I was testing all the versions that came out, you know? And I noticed a pretty big difference here. A really big difference in our dear God of War 3 here in the demo. Alright, guys. Well, this is going to be tough. This button here is all reversed, man. Standard Nintendo Switch button layout is complicated. Square is up, X is on the side. It's crazy, man, it's crazy. Let's attack here on L1. Look, and L1 has some crazy buttons, man. Did you notice? If you were to make a comparison, man, with the gameplay I did earlier in the version, I think it was 5, Alpha 5.3, right? Alpha 5 of RPCS3. Compared to now, man, it's running much better. And I didn't limit the frames per second to 30, okay? The frames per second is set to automatic here, so we'll have some frames per second variation here in our God 3. Alright guys, interesting that it's already running here with several controllers, right? That makes it a lot cooler. This part here, it gets a little heavy, you can see it here. Look, the frames per second dropped to 9. It's really a bit heavy, this part of the gameplay. But let's go. Let's try here, man. Let's hope it doesn't crash. There comes a certain point in the game where it ends up crashing, unfortunately. Man, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's defeat the villains here. Man, I didn't even remember this move here. Man, let's go. Take that. This one is good. This one is good, man. It even does more. It even does more. Look, let's go. Look how tough Clay is. Man, this God 3 is really awesome. Guys, I tested it here on the 8G3 and it's still not opening the full game. Okay, guys. It opens but then shows a black screen. It actually does even more, man. Unfortunately, I couldn't open the full game. I think the full game is only opening on the 8 Elite, guys. And look at that. You can mess around for now, right? God of War 3 still isn't perfect here. But we can already mess around here a bit. Man, it hits around 20 frames per second. You can play at 17. It's not 100% playable, but we can still mess around here. That's great. It took a long time to run on the PlayStation 3 and it still doesn't work now. And after custom drive support came out, you know, we could install custom drives and that really improved things a lot. Hey guys, God of War 3 demo works here now. Take us over to the other side, go on. That's it, that's it. Let's go, Cleaton the Master, let's go. We're gonna try here, guys, up until the part where it crashes, right? If it crashes here, we'll switch to the other game since God 3 only has this one for now. There's this little detail here, at least on my phone, right? At a certain point, it ends up crashing. Guys, yeah, we're already full health here. Let's go for it, right? This part where there's a loading screen, see? And there's going to be another cutscene here, right? Look, and the controls are working well, guys. Our controls are working great here. Awesome. We're going to have a cutscene here for us now. Bro, check this out. Man, that's the deal, my dude. Compiling shaders. This part is really heavy, and usually we can only get to this little phase here, bro. It's the Badass Titan, all fired up. When you start this for the first time, everything is white until it compiles the shaders, right? It improves after the first play. But you can only mess around, right? Yeah, sure, like that, but man, it's already a big step forward, for sure. And I think that by limiting the frames per second, man, it actually runs better. Let's get right into the action, right into the fight. Let's get into the fight, guys. I'm gonna keep it real here, man. This part here compiles a lot of shaders, man. Look, you can see the frames per second dropped a lot, man, because there's so much stuff in the scene, right? Crazy, that's crazy, man. Do the grab, my friend, do the grab. When you do the grab, the frames per second already gets better. Look. It's better to defeat the enemies like this. It's cooler, right? It seems like it's faster. There you go. Do the grab, and that's it, man. Let's go. Look, take the grab, and take the grab, and take the beating, and take the shader compilation. That's improved too. Guys, it was the picture processing unit compiling, right? It's much faster now. Man, look, this is the part where it freezes right at this moment here. Look, it gets tough, man. The farthest I got was this part where that big monster shows up, man. I could only get this far, man. My god. Where's the circle button? Or is it the analog stick? Whoa, they trapped me here, my god. I'm shaking everything, man. Control the camera. Hey, it's gonna crash, it's gonna crash. My god, I got attacked. For now, it hasn't crashed, huh? Shall we? For now, it's running, guys. Crazy. For now, it's crazy. Let's go. This part here is going to be tough, huh? It's a lot of lag. It's even hard to defend, man. This part here is crazy, my friend. Man, just imagine when this is running smoothly, guys. Imagine when the app gets more optimized, man. And when it's, of course, running fully, right? It's gonna be way cooler when it's running fully. Man, now I just realized I'm dying, right, man? Go ahead, my dude. Yeah, I'm living a drama here, man. Still looking at the camera, right? Playing while looking at it is hard. Hold on, man. There's no hit points, right? Get out of here. This thing is tough. Wow, I'm impressed. It's still running, man. No lag. Is there any way to defend against this thing, man? Damn, the guy is immortal, my man. I'm in shock already, man. Hey, little ball, let's go, Zam. My god, I'm gonna lose here, man. I don't know where the buttons are. I already messed up. Ah, this controller is a standard Switch one, my friend. It's harder. Here's the square, there is the circle, that's triangle. I got it right. No way, hold on, man, hold on. I'll have to use the on-screen controls. I'm going to die. Triangle, got it. X, oh my god, I missed. That's not possible. Damn, the buttons are switched. Oh no, damn. Guys, I managed to play up to here, man. Damn, that's such a fail. I managed to play up to here, but I don't know where the controls are, man. But that's it, guys. Now with 3, that's cool. I'll share more gameplay soon. If we manage to get past this part here with the controller, it's really pretty hard, man. And guys, in this video, I'm also going to test Grand Theft Auto 5 with you. How is it running here, our dear Grand Theft Auto 5? The PlayStation 3 version takes up 18 gigabytes. So let's check here if it's opening, right? I've seen a lot of people testing, a lot of people are able to open the game. Of course, it's not playable yet, but it's interesting for us to put it here to see how it's going to open, if it's going to open. Our Grand Theft Auto 5 closed, guys. And look, guys, Grand Theft Auto 5 is already opening here. Will it run? That's the question. The Grand Theft Auto 5 intro has already appeared here, and the brightness calibration settings have already shown up. Look, Grand Theft Auto 5 is already starting. I think it's loading story mode here, right? Loading story mode. Let's see if we can get in here, man. Sometimes it ends up crashing here. Sometimes you'll get into the game and sometimes you won't, right? Bugs are still happening on RPCSX compiling shaders, guys. Will it work? Let's find out. I'll tell you guys, the loading screen took quite a while here, huh, man? Shall we? I had to make a cut there, otherwise, my friend, will it open? For now, it's compiling shaders. Everything showed up green. Oh my god, compiling shaders. It loaded a piece of a person there and it's still loading. Look at that. It's loading parts of the characters and the scene. Here, look, bank robbery. And this part here is lighter, right? This lighter part already runs well on PC emulators. But here, the Grand Theft Auto 5 PlayStation 3 version opened. Here it's hitting about 10 frames per second, here 11 frames per second on a top tier phone, right? Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, let's see how it works. For now, everything's moving slowly, right? Unfortunately, Grand Theft Auto 5 still isn't playable. Let's go to the god here. Look, where are they? Is it visible? It loaded. For now, look, Grand Theft Auto 5 is opening, guys, but you can still see a lot of graphic bugs, right? Look, it's only hitting about 14 frames per second, but it's really slow, okay? The audio is also very buggy. Look, still compiling shaders. There's also the freezing issue here. But that's it, guys. Constant evolution basically updates every day. Since RPCS3, RPCSX has also been releasing several updates. Okay, look, we can do some movements here. You can see that the game is opening, right? Of course, it's not playable yet, right? Far from being playable. However, we can already do some actions here in Grand Theft Auto 5. Look, while it's compiling shaders for the first time, it's always really heavy, okay guys? And that's Grand Theft Auto 5, man. Of course, it's going to be pretty hard to keep playing, right? It's really complicated to keep playing and it's really slow, at least here in this initial part. Look, it's compiling shaders all the time. How do we set off the explosive? Isn't it with the arrow key? If I'm not mistaken, it's with the arrow key. Man. Oh, the controller's arrow key isn't working? Oh, okay, man. Go ahead, activate the explosive, my friend. The detonator part will be tough, huh? Want to watch? Check this out. This part here has a ton of texture. Look, man. It takes a long time, but this is progress. Every emulator goes through this. And the PlayStation 3, right, man? Especially the PlayStation 3, which is a really hard console to emulate. It's taking shape here. The heavier games like Grand Theft Auto 5. Are you already able to do some things in Grand Theft Auto 5 here? And that's it, guys. I'm not gonna go on too long here in Grand Theft Auto 5 since it's really slow. It's not very playable yet, but this is already a really great step forward for the community and for our emulator, RPCSX. That's it, guys. That's it, my friends. That's it, man. Grand Theft Auto 5 on our Android screen. Too awesome, my man. And guys, that's basically it. Comment here what you thought of the video, okay? Comment here anything you want, obviously. Leave a comment. Is there any game you'd like me to bring here to test out? And thank you so much for watching our video up to this point. That's it. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. Check the pinned comment for details. By the way, there's a giveaway for a PlayStation 4 happening on my Instagram when we hit 1 million subscribers here on our channel. That's it. So go ahead and share it with everyone. Join the giveaway and we're in this together, guys. I'll stop here. God bless you all. See you next time. And I'm out.